Naughty Dog has one of the worst communities I have ever seen. They think they're special. They think what they have is exquisite taste, and that everyone else is inferior to them. Before I go delve into that, let me just explain this video a little bit. I came home and I thought I'm gonna play some PS4. I was like, I haven't played Last of Us in a while. Let me see what's going on with that. Just for shits and giggles, basically. So this was my first match. I go in, I'm paired with a level something and a single digit and a double digit, and I have to go against this party, right? And basically, I'm the only one left, alright? And sudden deaths. They still have 8 or so lives, 7 or 6 lives. I don't remember. And I'm going at it. I'm winning. I'm coming back, 1v4 all the time until it's 1-on-1. And unfortunately for me, I made a rookie mistake. I'm just going to spoil it now. And I lose. And in the end conversation, you don't hear in the video, he tells me, one of the guys in the other team tells me to go play Call of Duty. What the hell does that mean? Seriously, what does that mean? Is that supposed to be an insult? What is it supposed to mean to me? I really don't know. And that's not the first time I've been told to go play Call of Duty, whatever that means. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? It was 1v4 most of the time, and you're salty as hell, and you still won? I mean, give me a goddamn break. I'm salty as hell right now, but still. It's a valid reason, and that got me thinking about the rest of the community. I've been playing, this game, before I quit a couple months ago, from really playing heavily. And, I'm realizing, Last of Us community players, people that are in the community think, oh man, we have special taste. Look at this special game. There's no other game like it. And, pointing these other games as, like, lesser than them. I know that you enjoy this game a lot. But to feel like you're above everyone else, give me a goddamn break. They're under this fake guise of being, oh, this is such a special game. You do a lot of sneaking, a lot of tactics, and whatever kind of weird ass buzzwords that don't really mean anything if you actually play the game. And Call of Duty has tactics. Every other game has tactics. Every other game has strategy. What makes Last of Us different? What makes Last of Us different besides being a bit slower than other games? Because that's really what it has going for it. You can't tell me that Last of Us has more strategy, more tactics than any other game. That's not really a valid statement you could put out. Some of the community, they feel like they want to be an exclusive club. I've seen people, parties of 4 just rampaging on, noobs and people new to the game, trying to establish dominance like they're in a goddamn jungle. I mean, these Naughty Dog's multiplayer games don't have a big, gathering. They really don't compared to other games out there. Naughty Dog doesn't advertise for them. Naughty Dog doesn't put, try to commercialize their multiplayers a bit more. It doesn't happen. And when you try to cannibalize, other noobs in such a way, like, it doesn't really make sense to have that. Why would you want to lower your player pool like that? I know other games do it too, but I've never seen it to the extent that, Naughty Dog players, people that play their multiplayers do. And it's mostly Last of Us. Uncharted, has a lot of it too. But Last of Us, I've seen, this kind of behavior, and really I don't think it's really healthy. And Uncharted 4 is coming out, it has some systems or whatever from Last of Us. I really don't want to see this kind of behavior, and really this is all for me from being salty at this one match, at this one guy telling me go back to playing Call of Duty, because I don't see that as a valid thing to say. And at this point I'm just ranting on because of that. And I hope the community realizes that doing this, being so nasty towards other people like that isn't really helping you get a bigger player pool, getting more attention. With that said, I think I'm dragging on a bit, so I await your you mad comments below.